Hello everybody, I am back, and today, in fact, first of all, thank you. I'm almost at 700 subscribers, and wow, I never thought a year ago, it's almost a year, that I even have 2 subscribers. So I thank you guys very, very much, and please keep on subscribing. Please keep on commenting, and please, you know, if you want to know how to do something, I know how to do it, I'm going to tell you, okay? Now, it is almost Thanksgiving, and so you guys will probably see this before Christmas anyway. My very first video I did was my mother's sweet potato pie recipe, and I make like 20 of them, you know. And you saw, and this is the first thing. YouTube didn't give me enough time for me to put all that stuff in, but I didn't know. So the first one, it didn't even, you know, you start watching it and it cuts off. So then I did another one or whatever, and I cut it in half, and it was my first one. And listen, I'm trying. This is how you do it. You put it out there, you see what happens, and you try it again. So today, I'm going to make it again. I got a little more organized this time, and I am going to do it all over again. Now, since then, I bought myself another KitchenAid. This baby is beautiful. But I didn't buy, this bowl did not come with it. I bought the bowl separately. But today, I am making probably about 12 pies, maybe 12 or 13, I don't know, 13, 14, whatever it comes out to be. I got my potatoes already. I already put them in my pressure cooker. That's how I make them. I'll put them in the pressure cooker. I'll let them go for about 20 minutes to a half hour, and then they're done. It makes my life easier when I'm making this many pies, period. Plus, it doesn't make the whole house hot. So that's why I usually put them in the pressure cooker. I put them in there. I took them out. I took the peels off. I already have a batch in there because it's just really won't hold as many pies as I want to do. So I'm doing the second half right now, you guys, and you'll see what I'm doing. Okay. First of all, I got to turn the thing on. I got to lift it up. And this bowl is heavy, let me tell you. I got to lift it up, turn it on, like stir. Got it on number 2. I'm going to do this about 3 times. You notice how quiet this thing is? My God, the other thing was so loud. But this one is so much better. I'm really liking my new toy here. So I'm going to whip it up. You know, I'm going to let it go for about 3 minutes. And then in 3 minutes, I'm going to stop it and I'm going to show you what it looks like. Because you got to pull the strings out if you want a nice smooth pie. So that's what I'm going to do. Oh, in my other video, I had to beat it. It was deep. But I'm doing it a little differently now. And I have grown. So I'll be back in about 3 minutes so I can show you what this looks like. Okay, bye-bye. Okay, it's been 3 minutes. I'm turning it off because I need you guys to see. I got to do this very gently because this thing is very heavy. So there's strings in here. And what you got to do is beat it off. Get it off. Okay, take some of them. I'm going to rinse this off a little bit. Put it back in. And we're going to do this again. I'm going to do it another 2 times, so it's going to be another 10 minutes or so. And I'll show you what it looks like when you're done. But every 3 minutes, you need to stop and get those strings out. All right, up she goes. We'll be back again. I'll see you at the end. It's going to be at least another 5 or 6 minutes more. Okay, 5 or 6 minutes more. All right, I'm going to turn it on. Got it on second speed. See you in a few. Okay, I am back, and I had it on about 10 minutes, and I turned it off. But in between the 10 minutes, I stopped it and got the rest of the strings out. And I'm gonna pull it down again now and get out whatever little bit of strings might be left, which is really, it's looking pretty good. It's pretty good. All right, I'm gonna clean off this beater, and you notice all of this right here is strings. See all of that? That's the strings from the potatoes. And you want to beat it to death until you get those strings out, so you have a nice smooth pie. So that's what happened here. What I'm going to put in there is the butter. This is about 3 sticks of butter. That's what I put in the last one. I don't know. You probably could go with 2 sticks of butter on this size, but altogether I'm going to have about 12 pies, I think. So you use all together for 12 pies. You use about 6 sticks of butter. So, and this get in a deep dish. So, put the butter in, and we beat that. That's what we do. So, and the butter needs to be melted, and you just beat it up. I get, until it's all incorporated. About a minute or so, it should be like that. So, after that's all incorporated, I'll be back. Okay, so it's been on about a minute, and it incorporated the butter in there. And now I'm going to put in some eggs. I already beat up these eggs, and it's 5 eggs, and I beat them up, and I'm just going to pour them right in. And there you go, and let it go. You see how it's working well. You see how it's getting smoother, and that's what it's supposed to do. Now, back in the day, I was beating that thing. Boy, because we didn't have one of these when I grew up. And so we were the beaters. We were the egg beaters and any other beater. And that's how that went. So those eggs look like they're in there pretty good to me. And I love the flex beater because it's scraping the bowl down for me, so I don't have to be scraping like that. So I'm really enjoying this mixer, So the next thing I want to do is put in some vanilla flavoring. Now, of course, you guys know I love Watkins. I always use Watkins. This is vanilla extract, and for this amount, I'll probably use up to here. So it's I might use about 4 tablespoons, and because this sweet potato pie tastes more like vanilla. It doesn't have the cinnamon and all that other stuff that's in a sweet potato pie. My mother didn't put that stuff in our pie, so I don't eat it that way. I mean, I taste it that way. It's okay, but that to me always tastes more like a pumpkin pie. This is how we eat our sweet potato pie. So I'm gonna eyeball it, but I will put in the description how to make maybe 1 or 2 pies, because nobody makes 12 pies but me. So I want to put that in there. And a lot of this is about the taste. You gotta taste it. Again, people say all the time, you gotta understand, you gotta taste your food. Well, how you like it. So, but now I think that's about good. All right. I'll give it a taste in a second after I put the sugar in. So now I'm gonna put the sugar in. Actually, I'm gonna put the sugar in, and let me get my sugar over here. And I'm gonna put in at least two cups, and then I'm gonna taste it. So it's all going. Before I was because I made so many pies, I was really doing this my hand and tasting it and getting all in the pot and all that. But I like this. This is much better for me. So that's a cup. I'll give her a cup. Put the cup in. Put it in for this side. I'm put 2 cups in for sure, and see if I need more. Another one. We'll mix that up a minute. see what it tastes like. See if I need more sugar. See if I need more vanilla. I used butter. I use salted butter, but you can use unsalted or salted, however way you like it. But I use salted butter, and to me it came out very nice. So I'm just gonna let that go for a second. I'm gonna get a spoon. Let's try you. I think it needs about a half of yeah, definitely needs a little more sugar. And it needs about a half a cup, so that's about a half a cup of sugar. And it actually needs a little more vanilla, so I'm going to put a little more in there for my taste anyway. And let her roll now. Go ahead, roll. Back on. Go on 2. Let it beat. Rinse my spoon off, and I'll be back. Yep. It's better when I took some water. I think that's about right. Okay. Now, the next thing we're going to do here is we need to put milk in here. Pour it in. Give it another can, another half a can maybe. I don't think it needs more than that. A half a can. So what the milk does is it loosens up the filling, and then what you have to do is put some flour in to thicken it up. So I want to stop it so I can show you the consistency that it should be looking like once it has this milk in it. It should have this real thin consistency. If you could see how that is, that looks thin. So you want to have that thin consistency first before you add some flour to it, and then you'll see that it gets thicker. So I'm showing you this. You can see that in this particular camera that it looks real thin, and we don't want it this thin. So we need to thicken it up, and the flour thickens it up. Plus the flour also helps it brown and bake better. So I got some flour in here, and I got a spoon in here. So this is a tablespoon from your drawer. So I put a good 2 big heaping tablespoons in here, and then we let it go. See, and watch and let it spin around, let it thicken up, and we'll see. Okay, so I'm going to put it back. First I'm going to stir it a little, and then I'm going to put it on 2, because I don't want all the flour flying all over the place. So I'm going to do this a good 2 minutes, so that it can thicken up. So I'll be back in about 2 minutes, and I'll show you what it looked like. Okay, Alexa came on. She said it's been 2 minutes, so we're going to take a look at this. See if it got thick enough for me. We'll take this ladle, and it got thicker, as you can see. It got thicker, but I would actually add another little bit more of flour. Let it do its thing for another couple of minutes, and then I think we're really good. Actually, yeah, just a little bit more, because I like when it did that, and it made that little hill, then it's just about right. You see how it makes this little hill once you put the flour in? Then now it's batter. So it looks pretty good, but I'm going to put just a little bit more in here, and I'll be back in like 2 minutes. Alexa, give me a 2-minute timer, please.
2 minutes, starting now.
Here we go. We'll be back. 2 minutes. Stop. She's so finicky. Finicky thing. So, you see now. You see how it looks? It looks like batter almost. And that's how it's supposed to look. I have my pie crust, and I have, of course, I am not making no pie crust because I ain't got time for that. So we use a store-bought one, and it works out well. Probably about 5 of these would work. 3, 4, 5. Okay. We dish it in. I don't know, you can see after it's dished in, it looks like this. Okay. Now, I'm going to put it on top of the stove because I have some already in there. So I actually will come back again and show you what the first ones look like, because it'd be faster. Then I'll bake off these. But I want to show you how you do this. And really, let me take this off. Okay, this thing is heavy, but it has a nice little handle on it, so you can just pour it in, which I love. I absolutely love this. So you could, I could do it the way I was doing it, or I could just pour it right in. And I really like this bowl. It's very nice, very, very nice. So that's 2. Oh, I had a little bit left from the other one. So I'm going to fill this up with this one. Just put it all together. And there we go. Then that's 3. I think I just got 12 out of them. Look at that. I just made 12. How about that? That's what I kind of thought. Next. The oven should be on 330 degrees, about 330, 340 degrees, and you want to bake it for at least 2 hours. You kind of want to, even if you can even make it lower, because you want to do it kind of low and slow and long. And they turn a nice, almost burnt looking, but they are delicious. You want them really, really, really brown. You know, not a light color. You want them really, really brown. They puff up, they come back down. But I'll be back when mine are the ones that are in the oven, when they're done. I'll be back and I'll show you what they look like. Okay? See you later. Okay, everyone. I got like one more pie in the oven's almost done, and I put the other 5 in, so it'll be a little bit more time for those to be done. But I got 6 of them done right now, and you see what they look like. You're taking a look at them. They will be perfect. They have to cool off, you know, and then we're probably not even going to touch them until tomorrow. Let them settle in. They have to settle in, and they will be really good tomorrow. Okay, but this is for Thanksgiving. You know, you'll probably see this after Thanksgiving for Christmas. I do them again for Christmas too. So I just want to give you an idea. I hope this video came out better than the first one. I kind of think it did, but you know, that first one was a doozy, and I know what I was doing. So I'm a little bit better. So anyway, thank you everyone. Enjoy your holidays. Love you all. Mwah. And I'll see you soon. Okay, bye-bye.